Hello there. Right now we are going to work on problem 5 for your Intro to Drafting class problem. And it looks just about like this. Looks like we have a big circle surrounded by a triangle. The circle is exactly right touching on 3 points of the triangle. We have three circles snapped to the outside edge of that, outside points of that triangle, and then we have some tangent lines in a couple dimensions. So this one looks easy, but it is a little more challenging than some people give it credit for. So let's go. And as I would suggest doing the circle first. Okay. So what I'm going to do is we can look at the drawing, and it is a diameter of 2.5 inches. Okay. So let's see, 2.5 inches. We'll come over here to diameter, 2.5 inches. Okay. Oh, let's zoom out here. Let's set this guy, set it right in the center of the drawing. Okay. Now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to draw that triangle right around it. And there's not a triangle tool over here, but there is something that's called a regular polygon tool. Okay, and that's what we're going to use. And if we come up here and look on the mode bar, there's some things we want to just look at. The first is the number of sides. We're going to do a triangle, so we want a three-sided. And then we have in two different modes, inscribed and circumscribed. Inscribed means inside of a circle. Circumscribed means around the outside of a circle. So we want to do a circumscribed, which is outside of the circle. So we'll click that. And when you draw a polygon, you start from the center. And you can see how it's kind of forming up. So it's easy enough. We're just going to click right to the top of the circle. And there we have our triangle snapped exactly to all three points on the circle. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we need three small circles that look like 1.25 inches in diameter. So I'm just going to draw them 1.25 inches. I'm going to take the first one and I'm going to copy it and drag it onto one of the points. I'm going to copy and drag the other one onto the point, and the last one I'm just going to drag onto the point. I'm going to move him up just a skosh. Okay, now what we want to do is we need to draw these outside lines so they are completely tangent to these two circles here. And we're going to start with this line right here. So again, what we need to do is we need to turn on our tangent snap mode. And I'm going to come over here, start. I can click over here if I want, and you notice how the line just kind of snaps. It's always tangent. So I'm going to come over here, and I should find a point where it says tangent, tangent, right there. That's where I click. I'm going to click again, and you see how it's going tangent. And again, I'm going to go up till it says tangent, tangent, click. And now this one I can click again and tangent, and I'm going to click. Actually, top center is tangent for two circles that are exactly horizontal from each other. So I'm going to click there, and here's our unit. We need to change a couple things. The first thing we need to do is we need to fix the line types. So it looks like the center circle has a line type. It's big dashes, and if you see over here on our project template, okay, you'll see all these different types of dashed lines. So what you want to do is you want to find the one that most closely matches. So I think this big dash right here, dash style 4. What I'm going to do is I'm going to click and I'm going to hold it and I'm going to drag it and until I get right over on top of the circle, and you see how it turns red. And there it changed the circle with the dashed lines. Now this guy has a circle, or has the triangle has lines that are short dash, long dash, short dash. So I'm going to scroll down a little bit, and here we go, short dash, long dash, and that's dash style 9. I'm going to grab it, pull it over here, and here's our dashed lines. So now what we need to do is we need to dimension this, and again we'll start with the center marks. Okay, we have the center mark there, and we have a couple dimensions. It looks like they are both internal. They're inside of the circle. Diametrical, they're using a diameter. So internal diametrical, we'll click on the circle. Let's see, we'll do that guy right about there, and then internal diametrical, but remember we need to add that 3x. So with this dimension selected, we come over to the object info palette, click on the leader, 3x space, enter, and here is our project. Let's take a look and see what it looks like. I think that looks pretty close. I call it a win. So thanks for following along. That was project number 5. I will see you back here for project number 6.